Welcome back to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Today I've got a beer, it's Club Tropica by Tiny Rebel. I've been painting the fence. We had our Volkswagen festival last weekend. What else have I been doing? I cut the grass. It's been sunny and I've been doing a lot of chores. So this video is going to be unedited, just I'll put my intro, some music, and then the outro, but I'm not going to do any cuts, I'm not going to do any zooms because I just want to get this video out here because this is Thursday night, so I'm getting this video out on a Friday, which is pretty quick turnaround, which is a shame for the viewers because it's a little bit rushed. But anyway, we're going to get down to this. I've got a beer to help me along, just because I was already drinking beer, but this is rare find, and maybe the beer to give me some confidence because this is something I've not done before, in a way that it's almost promoting someone, because this was actually gifted. This was sent to me by Rare Find. Drink Whiskey with Friends, who's Arian and Petra. I think I'm saying Arian's name correctly, I don't know, I've never actually heard it pronounced, but hopefully Arian's right, or it has to be Orion? No, it's not Orion. Anyway, Arian. So Drink Whiskey with Friends, I'm pretty sure they're London based. They've collaborated with Rare Finds and they asked me if I would be happy to be sent a whiskey, a sample that they've collaborated with, and there was no obligation to review. They just wanted some feedback regardless of how positive or negative it was, but I thought, why not, I'll just review it. We'll see what my thoughts are. So it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not trying to promote this, and yeah, I've got paint on my hands, but if I was given the opportunity, and I discussed this in my live before with Roy, with him doing kind of Loch Lomond and Ardnamurchan and stuff like that, bottles like that, would I jump at it? I'd probably be lying if I said I wouldn't, but like I said in the live, I would have to take a long, hard, it'd have to be a decision that it wouldn't be made quickly, and I'm still on the fence of whether I would do it if someone reached out to me. But anyway, Rare Find, I quite like them as an independent bottler. I've had some whiskies that have been really good from them, and I've had some that have been a bit of a miss. I'm thinking in particular, I don't know if it was a Glenfarclas or a Deanston, it would be on my Instagram. There was one that I tried when I was in Edinburgh, I'm trying to remember what pub it was, but it wasn't that good, and the price was ridiculous. Anyway, this is £69 for a bottle. It's Aberfeldy, and it's 12-year-old, bottled at 55.5% ABV. It's second fill bourbon, which is pretty cool. Gives you a bit of appreciation for the spirit, I suppose. And speaking to them, they chose this because they didn't just want to go for sherry. So a little something from us, chosen by Arian and Petra, their first bottle in a special Rare Find from Aberfeldy. We hope you'll enjoy it as they would with friends. Slanger. I'm not enjoying it with friends, I've had both of them myself, so that's the little card that was sent with. A nice little touch, but anyway, we'll get down to the whiskey. So £69, I'm already going to give them points for the pricing. I'm not sure if they would have set the price, I doubt it, but Rare Find, so 69 kind of tickles me anyway. Aberfeldy is a distillery that I do enjoy from time to time and tends to be independent bottles. So the nose, yeah, so when I first opened this, so they sent 230ml, so I had 30ml last night, Wednesday night, and I had 30ml now. I didn't take notes last night, but it's kind of in my head what I got. However, initially when I opened it, it was like paint thinner, and it's probably like because it's the alcohol and the second fill. There's nothing to hide it. There's nothing covering it up. No sherry, no rum, no big cask influence. It's just the spirit. But when you let it sit for a bit, you get honeysuckle, you get kind of flapjacks, it's malty, there's a little bit of a ginger spice on the nose. Yeah, a little bit of maybe something like herbaceous or something kind of floral. I kind of want to say heather, just to go in with like the Scottish kind of honeysuckle, the heather. it's almost like there is a bit of grassiness there to it as well, like fresh cut grass. It seems to be happening all over at the moment because of the nice weather, fresh cut grass, and it's just sending my hay fever mental. But quite a delicate nose for the 55.5% ABV, but also quite, like I said, off-putting originally, and then it kind of balanced out a little bit, and a little bit more of a pleasant experience. There's maybe something citrus there as well, maybe like, I don't know, not totally in your face like lemon, but something softer, something to do with lemon but a bit softer, like, I don't know, like maybe a lemon meringue, or it's just soft lemon. The palate, it's a little waxy in the palate. It's a nice mouthfeel. You're getting a little bit of a fizziness from the cask, I reckon, from the second fill bourbon. You're getting a lot of butter, buttered toast or buttered croissant. There's definitely like a kind of pastry element there. Like I said, I've not taken any notes. I'm not compiled any notes. I had this last night, had it today, so it's these kind of similar tastings that I'm getting. You're getting, alright, something like Parma Violet, something sticking with that fizziness, the effervescent. There is a little bit of a sweet, kind of herbally, kind of Parma Violet flavour. What else are we getting? I'm going to balance it out with the Club Tropica, which might not be a good idea because this might be influencing flavours, but honeyed again. More honey in the palate, from the honeysuckle to actual honey. Honey drizzled, I don't know, like pineapple. There's definitely, and I know I'm having Club Tropica, but there's definitely a tropical theme to it. And yeah, it's quite pleasant. The 55.5% ABV is great. It would have been a shame to have this like watered down, or maybe even have it at 46%. It could have been, it could have been a bit disappointing, but it's nice at the 55.5, and I don't need water. Yep, it's creamy in the palate as well. There is definitely a fizziness from it, like an activeness. I know it's second fill, but it's quite bizarre that the cash does seem quite active. Yeah, I think that's majority of what I'm getting in the palate. The pineapple's there definitely, just soft, subtle. Like I said with the lemon, it's not completely fruity in your face pineapple. It's just, I don't know, like it's just the flavour, but quite subtle. The finish, let me see. Let me try it again. Let me clean this palate. That beer's so good. It's so good on a warm day. Let's see this finish. So the finish is actually, I don't know if it's maybe the beer. I didn't have it. Did I have it with beer last night? No, I had it quite fresh. But the finish is short to medium, but there's a lot of alcohol in the finish, I feel, and it might be the beer, the contrast between the beer. But I normally drink my whiskey with beer anyway because I think it's a good palate cleanser. But it feels like the alcohol is quite dominant in the finish. When it subsides, you're getting more pineapple. You're getting, I want to keep going back to like flapjacks or oat cakes or something like just oaty. Maybe like overnight oats. This guy sounds so stupid. So overnight oats that are room temperature. So it's not like porridge that's been cooked and it's warm. It could even be porridge that's been cooled down to room temperature, but it's like room temperature overnight oats or porridge with honey through it. I don't know why it has to be room temperature, but it just feels like it's room temperature. I don't know why that matters. So yeah, we'll get down to the rate, and how I rate my whiskies here is on 3 factors. Would I buy it again? Do I think it's worth it? And would I recommend it? So like I said, I did not buy this, and this is I've been sent whiskey from friends before, so I could put it under that category, but we'll say this is like, I wouldn't say it's advertisement. I was sent it. We'll say it's gifted. So we'll go with I might need to put like hashtag gifted in the description. Ugh, I've become one of them. But yeah, how I rate my whiskies on 3 factors. Would I buy it again? Do I think it's worth it? And would I recommend it? So would I buy it now that I've tried it? I don't think I would. It's fair. It's nice. It's Aberfeldy. It's something that I maybe would have preferred in rum or sherry. I like the fact that it's in second fill bourbon. I think that is an approach to enthusiasts. I don't think it would be very tailored to novices, because it's quite it takes a lot to get into it. But I don't know, I don't know if it's just me with Aberfeldy. I don't know. I don't really buy Aberfeldy that much. I think I've got maybe 1 or 2. It's just not a distillery I go for. So I wouldn't buy it. Do I think it's worth it? £69. Yeah, I think it is. A 12-year-old whiskey that's bottled at 55.5% ABV, cask strength. I think it's single cask. No filtration, no colouring added. So pretty well presented. So I do think it's worth it. It's only 69 quid. That's not bad. And would I recommend it? So I would recommend it to enthusiasts. I wouldn't recommend it to new drinkers. I think it would be a tough sell to new drinkers. I think new drinkers would get put off by it, because it is still, like, even after that period, there's still like a bit of a kind of paint stripper, white spirit. It's just the alcohol. It is quite heavy on the nose. It is just a little bit much, even after it's sat. But it's not bad. Like I said, once it sits and opens up, it does perform well. So it's 283. It's a Whisky Win on this occasion. Like I say, I was a bit hesitant to like review this and release it, but then I also thought, like, who cares? Why not? And yeah, if it helps anyone, then that'd be good. So yeah, 283 Whisky Win, decent whiskey. I've been Stuart. This will be Whisky Wins. I'll see you later.